Every step I take, every move I make, yeah. Every single day, every time I pray, I've been missing you.
I am so happy to have you guys back here with me on another day. Hi, good morning. I just dropped Winnie off at school. I just thought that I'd talk to you guys a little bit about how the week went. It's been a great week. It was a really nice week with Winnie. It was like our first week together. Everything's working out. Everything's coming together. Everything is happening. I'm just happy. I'm just so grateful. Every day I'm waking up happier. I just have a lot of belief that we are working out. So I recently just finished Atomic Habits. If you haven't read it yet, you definitely should read it. It is a great book. I should have read that at 25. I love that book. It showed me so much. And what touched me the most out of that whole entire book was a quote. If you don't rise to the level of your goals, you will fall to the level of your system. And I truly believe that you need a system. Everybody needs a system. Somewhere like a goals written paper, notebook, pencils. You have to do it step by step by step, baby steps, right? In order to go anywhere, you need a plan. Plan A, plan B, plan C. You need to get all your ducks in a row in order to have it all come together and how you want it to look. You have to have that drive to want to change and want to grow. I've learned a lot. I've learned so much in just 34 years. I am grateful. I'm thankful. I know two people that have literally won the lottery. I know two people that have won $1 million, and that's rare, right? I feel like I am going somewhere in life. I want to go somewhere. I have dreams. If I had money, if I had the opportunity, I would do big things. We all have to live with the choices that we decide to make in our life. Every day we just strive to get better, not make the same mistakes, right? In each relationship, we don't want to make the same mistakes. I know I'm the blueprint. For sure. Everybody that I have came into their life, I've touched, I've grew them, I've grown them in some kind of way. I've helped them, I've healed them. I have healing hands. I feel like I genuinely heal people. I am rare. You are not gonna find another one like me. That's for goddamn sure. Hey, let's be real. I want to be real. I want to be authentic on my channel, right? I want to be myself. So I smoke weed, and I have been smoking weed ever since I was little. And my cousins and my uncle all have smoked weed and grew weed growing up. All the adults hid marijuana from us as kids. And I remember that my sister was actually the first one that introduced me to marijuana. I just want to be real, right? I enjoy doing shrooms. I enjoy tripping. I enjoy the feeling of just having freedom. Never treat half of the people that have treated me and done me dirty and like done half of the shit that they've done to me. I would have never done to that. I am such an angelic person. I would never wish harm on anybody, and they have all done me dirty. Everybody has done me dirty, and I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it happening to me. Why haven't I been through enough? When is enough kind of thing? I was in my cousin's wedding. The reason why I planned to be in my cousin's wedding is because she asked me to be there. I mean, the only reason why I chose to be there was because she asked me to be there. I was invited up to my cousin's house. I was invited up to my cousin's land, and I have only been up there one other time for like a wedding. I made the decision to go up there because I wanted to give it a shot. I don't know. I just wanted to have fun, okay? It was the 4th of July weekend, I believe, or the weekend before that, or something like that. It was around there. I remember before I even went up there, I told her, we were texting, we were talking. We had communicated a little bit about where I was staying. Before I even went up to the land, I made a plan to stay up there because she said that she had a place for me to sleep, and she had a camper, and yeah, they have kids, they have a camper, I understand that. So I just wanted to make sure that they had a place for me to stay if I was staying, right? So I wanted to make plans ahead of time to make sure that if I was drinking or if I was driving, that I needed to have a ride home or whatever, vice versa, if I wanted to stay up there. Anyways, long story short, I ended up staying up there, and we were just having a good time. It was such a nice time up there, and it was a nice night. The fire was going, people were in the pond, jumping in the pond, and like, it was really nice. There was a lot of people, and there was a lot of things going on, right? So everybody was just doing their own thing. Her husband pulls me aside and he's like, "Hey Lee, do you want to do these shrooms?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah," right? No, he's like, "Hey, do you want to take a chocolate bar?" Right? Like a chocolate bar, a whole fucking chocolate bar. So I ended up eating a whole entire chocolate bar of shrooms, and I was feeling good. It was nighttime, but like, I had all these like vibrant lights in my headspace, and like, I was seeing glow in the dark, everything. It was like really cool. I was having like a really good trip, and I was just like ready to crash, I guess. After everything calmed down and everybody was like, you know, going to bed, or like all the kids were already to bed and stuff, I went up to my cousin and I was like, "Hey, where's my blankets and stuff?" Or like, "Where's my bed? Did you make me something?" Whatever. All I can vividly remember from that night is that she went in her camper. She came out of her camper, and then she went to the porta potty. She came out of the porta potty, went up to the campfire to a group of guys and girls, and said, "Hey, do you think my cousin can sleep in your RV?" And I was like, fuck that. Who do you think I am? She literally like sent me out like I was a dog. Like, she did not have a place for me to stay. And she's my own cousin. She literally went to somebody at the party. I have no idea who this person, these individuals were. I felt weird. I felt awkward. I felt like, how could you do this to me? I felt like, who are you? How are you my family? You don't do that to somebody that you love. You don't throw them out on the street. You don't just like give them away. I was really fucked up that night, but I knew that was wrong. I knew that I was under the influence, but that was wrong. All I do know is that I got in my car and I left and I booked it, and listen to what happened. We were out in the woods. I was out in the woods. I felt like I was stranded. I was calling my grandma. I was on the phone with my grandma and my mom at the same time. And I was like, "Listen, you guys have to come get me. How are you guys going to find me?" I felt like I was literally trapped in the woods. I felt like I was on that movie, Shrooms. I felt at like 2:30 in the morning, I was feeling abandoned and completely lost, not knowing what the fuck I was doing, where the fuck I was going, and all because I put my trust in my own blood, thinking that they were going to protect me, thinking that she was going to not let anything happen to me. Truthfully, I was okay leaving. I felt comfortable leaving enough to get in my car and drive clearly, but at the same time, I didn't know where I was. I was kind of lost. I mean, it was kind of fun now that I'm thinking about it and looking back on it, but at the same time, it wasn't fun. My grandma's blind. My grandma had to like drive my car, and it was a mess. It was literally 5 o'clock in the morning before they found me. It was not fun, and that night ruined my life forever. I will never be able to trust her, forgive her, fuck going to lunch with her. I never want to see her in my life, and she had the nerve to add me on Facebook. I don't know much about the world. I don't know much about my life, but I'm learning every single day, and I'm developing more and more every single day. And I know that I'm trying to do right by people, and I know that I want to just speak my voice, and that I do have a good voice, and I do have enough. I've always been enough. The right people will attract to me. I do know that there are loving people in this world, and I want to be able to build my own family and my own table, and I want to be able to invite people at my table who I think belong there, because at some point in my life I have picked and I have realized that some people just do not belong in your life. You have to let them go. I think that people come across our lives for a reason. We cross paths with certain people because we're meant to change their lives, we're meant to help them, or we're meant to be a lesson to them. They have to learn, and sometimes it's okay to say no to certain people and certain things because it doesn't provide for your energy. At some point, we all have to just wake up and realize the changes that you want to make. You're the only person in the whole entire world that can create this reality. Fulfill your own needs, your own happiness. Start with you. Reset, restart, refocus as many times as you need. Just don't give up on your life. There's a force and good in all of us. There's a force and bad in all of us. We get to choose the good wolf, the bad wolf, right? Which wolf are you going to choose today? Come on, guys. Get it together. We can get it together with one little push, one little drive at a time, one little conversation, and we can just change the world. I've been working on my heart chakra, and I'm not over here just trying to be a menace to society or anything, guys. I'm not going around and yelling at people and stuff, but I just want to start speaking my truth. I truly believe that I have a voice and it should be spoken. It should be guiding people. I have a voice and I want it to be heard. I want to start tapping into my emotions and speaking my truth and speaking of what I believe in. Speaking without fear and without judgment. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I am staying true to myself. I've truly done a lot of work on trying to change my old habits and my old patterns and what I believe to be right and my family's old patterns. I feel like my communication and people wouldn't understand me, and it took a long time for me to kind of open up because everything I was saying people weren't understanding and didn't want to understand, and it just took me a while to realize, hey, this is how it needs to go. This is my boundaries. This is what I need from you. Because as individuals, we all need something. As human beings, we all need that one thing. Mine's hugs. 2 hugs a day, or I break up with you. A bit of insight. I'm learning about my origins, which is awesome, and my family history and everything about my family, where we come from, and basically what is in us. I've always just wanted to know more than my mom could teach me. I know I'm a beacon of light, you guys. I know that I am here for a purpose. I am trying to break generational curses. I have a sense that fear and abuse has just been running through my family ever since generations and generations before me. It's probably closely associated with alcohol abuse, right? Substance abuse. I don't know. I'm just choosing to remove the toxic behaviors. I want to do better with my life, and I'm choosing my daughter, and I want to be here for her. I want to change her. I want to change both of our lives because we deserve it. And truthfully, I deserve it. I am a good person. I have always been a good person. I have always just tried to do the best in every situation I have been in. This life is hard for all of us. I just want to inspire girls that are going through tough times. I want to inspire girls that it's okay to be single. It's okay to do you and put you first. It's okay to make sure that you are okay and you are comfortable. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't look right, if it isn't acting right, it's okay to leave. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to say, I deserve better. Or it's okay to say, this is not for me, or this doesn't feel right to me, and I think I need to take a step back for a minute. It's okay to do that. You don't have any responsibility to anybody but yourself, and you create this reality for yourself. Some days are just better than others. There's a rainbow at the end of every storm, though. Always remember that. And every single move I'm making, it's just making me stronger and stronger. It's building an empire, and I just can't wait to show you guys along the way everything that's happening. I am just so excited. I am happy to be here. I'm loving life every day. You just want to love it, right? Like I said, sometimes it's just all about like the climb to get to the top of the mountain. You don't just get to the top and see the amazing view. You have to climb, and you kind of have to take little stepping stones to get there. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time, it's always what's best for you. And as we grow, we learn who to push away from, and where to attract our energy at, and where our attention needs to be on, and who is meant to be in your life. And sometimes you just have to get rid of the old you. Sometimes you just have to get rid of the old friends, the old environment. Sometimes it's okay to move. It's okay to pack up and leave, but I just don't recommend leaving after 6 months of meeting somebody. It's like people are walking by right now and like literally like just watching me. I mean, I've gotten stared at a lot. I'm used to being stared at. It doesn't bother me. I'm happy. I think what bothers me is like seeing so many miserable people. I think that we need to smile more. If people smiled more, the world would be better. If people always had a smile on their face every day, or every time you walked in the store, or every time you seen somebody walking down the street and they were smiling, I feel like if people smiled more, the world would be so better, and we could make it better just by like spreading a little bit of joy every day to somebody. Make somebody feel special today. Tell them you like their earrings. People love that shit. People love to hear about themselves. I'm just trying to change the world every day at a time. I have been hurt by my own blood and family. I have been stabbed in the back. I have bent over backwards for half of these motherfuckers that have done me dirty. It's not right by any means. But am I gonna call them all out? No. I don't have the energy. You can forgive, but you can never forget, right? I don't know. Trauma sticks with us, man. I am a good fucking person. I'm angelic. I am loving. I have came into everybody's life as a person of loving. It's just so much easier nowadays to play the victim and play the blame game. They don't want to open up to their demons. They don't want to open up to see who they really are and what kind of character that they are and who they come across as. Within each relationship, we do grow. To try to like reflect on where we went wrong and like where we messed up. I believed that I was the problem most of the time. In the end, though, it's not about who is right and who is wrong. It's not about pointing fingers. It's about being genuine and caring about the person enough to letting it go. I don't know. There's certain things that I will never forgive in my life, and I do not want to forgive, and I do not even want those people back in my life, and it's okay. I'm willing to cut more people off. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to just learn and grow and develop. And I want everybody to see who I am, who Leanne is. I am not a bad person. I have never been a bad person to anybody. I have always been good and angelic. I have always been blessed. I have had it hard. I have life came from nothing. Whenever I was growing up, I used to have to go to school smelling like cat piss. Whenever me and my sister were growing up, my mom and my stepdads had 12 cats and like 16 kittens at one time. It was a mess. It was a disaster. It was disgusting. Who wants to live in something like that? I was made for more. I'm made for better in this world. Winnie deserves better. This small town, nobody goes far in this small town. I just want to move away. I just want to live life. I want to have fun. I want to experience life with Winnie. I would love to take her on a cruise for spring break. I want to do things with her. I want to get out of Hornell. I want to get out of this small town. I want to never look back. I also wanted to mention, so tonight I'm going to the store. So my giveaway for 1,000 subscribers is going to be a camera. I'm going to Best Buy today, and I'm going to have the receipt and everything. I decided that I'm going to give away a camera. I already have it picked out. I just have to go pick it up, and I will show you guys on the next video. I know that I am meant to be on this journey. I know that you guys are meant to be with me. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. I'm just so grateful to have you guys here with me. All right, that's today, beauties and gems. See you soon.